Leave everything in God's hands. When Arita Watson heard gunshots echoed through her Olympic Gardens community in Kingston on Thursday, she rushed towards the chaos, never imagining she would find her 14-year-old daughter lying on the ground with a gunshot wound to the head. She collapsed in shock and grief. Torena Thomas, a second-form student at Pembroke Hall High School, died at the Kingston Public Hospital later that day, succumbing to injuries after undergoing emergency surgery. According to the police, around 1:50 p.m., Thomas was among a group of people gathered at Hill Avenue when gunmen traveling in a motor car opened fire, injuring her and two men. The victims were taken to hospital. The grieving mother was sitting in her yard when the shots rang out. She said her heart sank instantly when her daughter had gone in the direction of the gunfire. As me hear the gunshot, me say, "We TT de," Watson recalled through her tears, explaining that she had just given her daughter money to buy a boiled crab from a nearby stall. When me reach up there, me see a car driveway, but me never see a who inside. When me turn the corner, me see her laying down on the ground with her sister on top of her. Me see her upon the ground, me couldn't believe. She said she collapsed in tears before even reaching her daughter, overcome with grief and shock. On Friday, when reporters visited the family's home, Watson and her older daughter, Denny Clark, were just returning from the visit to the house of Tranquility Morgue, where the mother went to identify her child's body. "It was very painful," Watson said. "Me just ask Father God to give me strength to raise my other four kids." The distraught mother described her daughter as a homebody who was very nice, loving, and well loved. "Everybody in the community loved her. It really shaped me up. Me no know what to do," she stated. Watson is demanding justice for her child and is hoping that the investigation will lead to the capture of the perpetrators. Unconfirmed reports are that the killers were after someone else and that Torina was an innocent victim of the shooting. Clark, who shared a close bond with her younger sister, said she hasn't been coping well since the incident. "Me can't sleep, me can't eat. Every time I close my eyes, and my sister me I see. Almost every night, she sleep with me," Clark said tearfully. She expressed anger at some community members accusing them of closing their door on her sister and another young girl as they sought refuge from the gunfire. "Them heartless," she say. "How una feel lock out the babies them? Maybe if they did help them, my sister would still be alive." She was also hurt about the fact that some residents were more focused on videotaping the tragedy than helping. "You know how that painful? We see my sister on the ground and them a video her," she said angrily. Clark shared that persons came and rushed them into the hospital, leaving her sister, and when confronted, they claimed they did not see her. She said it was the police who transported her sister to the hospital. "Me leave everything in a God's hand, and me will be praying for them to catch the killer." "How you fit turn a gun for me 14-year-old?" she asked. The Olympic Garden police are investigating. Thomas' murder follows Wednesday's shooting death of 15-year-old schoolboy Jeremy Morris in Lawrence Tavern, St. Andrew. The Glencove High School student was reportedly shot multiple times in the head. Reduction in crime will help attract more visitors for Jamaica Carnival. Minister of Tourism Edmund Bartlett says the reduction in major crimes, including murders, could help attract more visitors to this year's staging of Jamaica Carnival. Murders are down by 36% as of April 12 when compared to the corresponding period last year. Speaking at a press conference on Tuesday, Mr. Bartlett said he believes visitors will feel safer. He noted that last year, over 5,000 visitors came to Jamaica to attend Carnival.
The truth is that people travel more to places where they have confidence. And central to that confidence is safety, security, and seamlessness. And so the safer they feel is the more attracted they will be to the destination. And the story that Jamaica has to tell is a good story. You know, the Ministry of National Security has done a marvelous job in bringing down crime to the level where it attracts the attention of somebody at the high position as Secretary of State of the U.S. And that's a very important statement. So I can assure you that we will see the positive effects of it for Carnival and other events that are happening in Jamaica.
Good Friday rescue. There were frantic scenes here on Friday, Good Friday, as Jamaicans rushed to rescue an American man who got into difficulty while swimming in the sea. The incident had fueled concern about the dangers people face when they attempt to swim along sections of Jamaica's south coast in water too guarded as treacherous. In Alligator Pan, an area known as River has been the scene of numerous drowning over the years. Here, a river empties into the sea, and locals have been warning visitors to use the river for recreational like swimming, but not to venture into the sea. However, their warnings have been ignored on many occasions. This might have been the case on Good Friday. When reporters visited the beach on Good Friday, a female vendor in a bid to get the assistance of beachgoers shouted help. The woman ran frantically as she called on residents from Alligator Pond to rush to the rescue of an American man shortly before 1 p.m. Luckily, one of them got there in time and rescued the tourist from the sea. Soon after, another vendor, Michelle Simit, was heard warning people. She told reporters that she has seen numerous tragedies over the year. A lot of people have died in Alligator Pan. The problem is that people go into the sea and so on, and when they catch into the sea, they drown. When people drown, we get less support in Alligator Pan, so we have to secure them, she stated. I just came down here to work over 20 odd years, and people just come. And when you look, you only see them looking for help, and they just drown like that, she added. Symmetry recounted how the American tourist was among a group and got into difficulty before being saved. There was a group of American people, and they went in the sea, and I was telling the people that they were going too far. When I looked, they were about to drown, but they got saved. Have to give God thanks, she stated. We don't want anybody to drown this year, she added. In August 2023, no swimming signs were placed on the beach after 2 people drowned there within a week. Its police put up them because there are people drowning, Smith explained. The river is much easier and better, but the people won't go into the river. They are going into the sea, she added. A fish vendor who identified himself as Taj, otherwise called River Ross, similarly shared sentiments as he prepared seafood on the stall on Good Friday. People coming out and more people going in and coming out over the holiday. The current in the sea, plenty of people see it and feel like it is a regular beach where you know that it is calm. Sometimes current is in it. You can't just go out where you can't manage yourself, he stated. He reiterated that some visitors don't take heed to warning of locals not to swim in the sea. Once you have been here over the years, you would see 1 or 2 drownings. We put up sign over there, and people still go in. No care what you do, you can't get people out of it, he told reporters. He said the no swimming signs were damaged in the passage of Hurricane Bear last July and have not been replaced. Since this storm, the thing no really put up back together. Before that, the signs were there. As I am telling you, the sign will be there and people still not obey. The last time a man took off his shirt and put it on the sign and go jump off into the water and people have to end up come help him. You know how Jamaican people stay? He stated. Reporters were unable to find the rescue man. However, some a visitor to the island told the newspaper that he's heeding the warning of the locals. Beautiful water, the people are nice, the beach is also nice. The food and the culture with a bar everywhere. I can swim, but not too far. I was warned, you can't go too far in there, you will drown. Back home, I swim in the pool, he said while smiling. With the Easter holiday weekend stretching to Monday, people are being warned to be cautious while attempting to swim at the location. Reports are that in August 2023, a local community hero, Wayne Watson, who had saved at least 5 people from drowning at the same location, drowned upstream the river in Alligator Pan a week after rescuing the people. Westmoreland salesman charged in $6 million embezzlement probe. A 50-year-old sales representative has been charged with embezzling nearly $5.8 million from his employer in Westmoreland. He is Anthony Brown, otherwise called Collins, of Woodtown District in Westmoreland in the parish. According to the Savannah Police, Brown's duties included collecting payments from customers and depositing the money into the company's bank account. A police statement Friday did not name the entity. However, based on reports from concerned clients, the complainant launched an internal probe and uncovered that Brown had allegedly diverted almost $5.8 million over some time, the police noted. After he allegedly failed to return the missing funds, a formal complaint was filed with the police. The police said they later conducted a targeted raid at the location on Beckford Street, Savannah Lamar, where Brown was arrested. To subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.